So we're back on the restore again, and today what I'm going to do here is hopefully I'm going to get the marquee light working. Now you can see on this Donkey Kong somebody already did modify this and use these sockets that you can use just a regular bulb. So that hole right there was for the fluorescent light. Somebody took the started fluorescent light out and they went ahead and put these two sockets. So I'm assuming these are working, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put some LED light bulbs in there. And basically I'm just going to use these cheap LED lights that I have here. They're the equivalent of 40-watt light bulb, and I think they're white, so we should be able to put this in there, and it should be just fine. We should get enough light on the marquee to make it look good. And then the other issue is the power cord. I had to rip it out, and here is the power cord right here, and the power cord was all beat up. So we're going to go ahead and create a new power cord. We're going to use the other end of this cable that's inside the cabinet right now, the actual plug. We're going to use that. We're going to solder one end to the plug, and then on the other end we're going to go ahead and put the 3-prong adapter. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. So that's the cable right there, and you can see that it's all beat up. And then we have the marquee right here. Okay, and the marquee looks pretty good. We'll see how it looks once it's lit from the back, but it looks pretty good. It's original, nice and cleaned. And then what we're going to do is, like I said, we have these LED light bulbs, and we're going to replace it with LED light bulbs. Now, I'm trying to make this original as possible. I just don't like the fact that I'm going to have some old antique fluorescent lights sucking away power. I'd rather just do the LEDs, and I know they're going to last. So that's what I want to do. And hopefully once we finish the power cord that's beat up and we replace it, we should see some light here from the marquee. Alright, so basically the lights are there. They're in the sockets, they're LED lights. That's the bottom plate right there that holds the marquee. Just like that. And we have our marquee in there. And then the top plate, which is this one right here. And I'm doing this one hand, so it's kind of, and that's how it looks. We'll work on the cord, on the power cord, and then we'll see if it lights up. Alright, so today what we're going to do is, I have here a Donkey Kong power cord. So I have here a power cord that it was used on a Donkey Kong cabinet, but the power cord is not good anymore. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and replace it. This is the cable right here. It's a 16 gauge cable that you can get at any hardware store. And basically I'm using this 3-prong plug as well. And it basically has a screw in the back that you can open up, and then once it opens up, there's your screws, your terminal screws for neutral, the hot wire, the black wire, and then ground. So white, black, and then ground. So basically what we're going to do in this cable is just cut it a little bit off, cut the plastic off, and then expose the wires, and then basically, like I said, connect the wires to the terminal screws. So this, you can use this on any cord that you need to fix, an extension cord or a computer cord or anything. If you somehow accidentally cut that power cord, you can always make one, and basically all you need to do is, again, buy this 3-prong adapter or plug, and then get the appropriate size cable. This one is a 16 gauge. That's what the old one was. Anytime you have garden machine or something that you accidentally cut the cable off, you don't have to buy an extension cord. You can always just go ahead and and make one, and it's very easy to make. Especially if the other end of the cable is proprietary, you can always make your extension cables with just the end that goes into the wall outlet. Alright, so I'm going to cut this, I'm going to reveal the wires, and we're going to go ahead and connect it here. Alright, so here's the wires right here, and we're going to have to strip them. Okay, now that we have wires exposed and cut back, we'll go ahead and connect them to the end of the plug, And again, you can see the plug has 3 different color screws: green for ground, white for neutral, gold for black. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap them around here and then screw the terminals in. And there it is. You want to make sure that there's enough black here that's inside the actual plug. You don't want any exposed wires outside, which I don't have any. That's basically what it looks like when it's done. So we're looking inside the Donkey Kong cabinet, the back of it, and you can see right here the power supply, right there the transformer, and our cable that we fixed the end, the power cord cable, comes in this way. It's this right here, and what it does is it plugs in right here, so you can see the white and the black from the cable that we fixed. I tied it into the original connector, which is this connector right here, and I put some heat shrink tubing around it after I soldered the wires together, because you could probably get that plug, but I wanted to save it, so I plugged it in. So the way it works is it plugs in, and it plugs into the on and off switch via these 2 wires right here, and you can see the on and off switch here in the back. Alright, right now it's at off, and then from there it comes out through this wire right here, this white and brown wire down here. Okay, that comes out from the switch over to the transformer where it sets the appropriate voltages on the transformer, and then goes over to the power supply and then to the 100 volt receptacle. These Japanese monitors require 100 volts. Alright, so I'm gonna plug in the other end of the cable that we just did. Now bear with me, because I did wash this and I did wash that. It's been drying for a long time. I haven't turned it on since. I don't have the Donkey Kong PCB plugged in, so if anything happens, you know, it's not going to fry the board. So let's go ahead and plug in the cable that we fixed, the power cord cable, and we're going to turn this on and let's see what happens. Alright, this is the other end of the cable that we did, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. And basically, we're going to turn on the Donkey Kong arcade for the first time in a long time and see what happens. So let's plug it in. Okay, it's plugged in. Alright, so again, let's see what happens here, because I haven't turned this on in a long time. So there could be a real spark show here, and some smoke. I hope not. I got everything connected. Everything is grounded. Okay, even the switch here, that switch is metal, and that's been grounded. Okay, the transformer is grounded. Everything is grounded. So without further ado, let's turn it on and see what happens. So it's off right now, and you can see where it says on. So I'm gonna flip it up. I really hope this works. So far I heard it. Nothing happened, which is good. It is on because you can hear the humming. And let's see what happens here. And look guys, the marquee light is on, so things are receiving power. So we know that at least the transformer is working, and the outlet inside the cabinet is working as well. Just turn off the lights so you guys can see. That's very awesome. That's the first time I've seen that. That's another step towards restoring this machine. But you could see that it looks pretty good. You know, the thing is with the marquee, I don't know if you can see, there's a scratch right there that I didn't see. I didn't see that before. Well, other than that, I did buy this used. There's a couple of scratches, but it looks pretty good. I like it. So this is the first time, it's a small victory. This is the first time that I turned this machine on since I converted to a Donkey Kong, and nothing blew up. Everything is good. Again, I don't have the PCB board on here. But yeah, I'm happy that things are working, and so far so good. Here is also the coin door that I painted, and I have it on there. I haven't had a chance to work on the coin mechs, but it looks pretty good. So it has the coin door right now, and the control panel is all set. And now we have the marquee light. And, the next step is probably to I'm gonna have to put the casters on there, which is not a big deal. And I think the next thing for me to do now is basically work on the coin mechs. And they're a mess, so they're gonna require some soldering and painting. And then once that's done and in place, you know, the last thing I want to do is the monitor, and then I'll do the site art, which I haven't done. So you can see the cabinet. There is no site art right now, but that's coming. So these little things that we're doing is they're adding up. It's slow. I do this when I can, but it's coming along. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you subscribe. I got more videos coming. Hopefully one day we're gonna have this done, up and running. And the plan is to go ahead and put a some kind of 60-in-1 or multi-game after I get the Donkey Kong board working and tested, to make it a multi-cade, not molest anything, leave everything the way it is. So just unplug the original board and plug in the 60-in-1. I know that Mike's Arcade sells it, and it works with Donkey Kong connectors. You don't have to hack anything, which is probably what I'll do. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more videos and subscribe. Thank you.